Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I thought I'll give a nail design a try using some Snowflake gel. And if you haven't heard of Snowflake gel, nor did I like a week ago, I came across it on AliExpress. I bought a bunch of colours, not all of them, just a nice little range. I believe there should be a video out already with me kind of swatching them, and I thought it's about time to give it a go. Here is the colour I decided to pick out, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. It's so interesting what that gel polish is exactly. It's almost like a milky shade of a color, and they basically mixed in kind of white hexy glitters in there, and it's so interesting. And I've seen these really cool cuticle kind of nail design where you've got kind of like the glitter at the top of the nail kind of scattered downwards, kind of almost like faded ombre down, and I just had to give it a go and try it. And I kind of wanted to put it in for the test, really, to see how easy it is actually to achieve it. And I can already give you a little spoiler, it was so easy to do. So if you're into those kind of nails, oh boy, this is so easy to do, so easy. So definitely stick around, I'll show you how I achieve it. So today's nail design, I thought I'll go and keep it kind of classy, quite recreational, and this nail design is just kind of giving me the salon nail designs. You know, when you go in, you don't really get too much, just a couple of different designs, because as you know on my channel there are some designs that are quite mad. So this one I feel like is a bit more of like a neutral one where you can actually walk out with a salon wearing and not have everybody staring at you and at your nails. So we've applied 2 layers. We've got 3 nails of that milky white, we've got 2 of that beautiful kind of peachy shade, one of which we're of course going to sugar. Here it is. And recently when I sugar, I've been tapping the sides, you know. I just find that it kind of gives it much more of a sleeker look. So I've been tapping the sides before popping it into the lamp. So now that it's cured, I am going to do a couple of lines on 2 nails to be exact. On one we're going to do now, the other one we'll do later on. You want to pick up that peachy shade and just go right down the center of one of those whitey nails, and then just color in one of those sides. You can pick whichever side you want. I decided to color in the right hand side on this one, and then on the left hand side I decided to do some very quick, simple, easy stamping. You can completely avoid that step if you wanted to. It was just me being a bit too extra and constantly thinking that this nail design is too boring and I need more going on. So you can completely avoid it. And if you don't have that stamping plate, or you don't have a floral one, because I do end up using a floral stamping plate, you can completely replace it with stickers. You don't have to do it with stamping, or you can even do a different design. It doesn't have to be strictly flowers, especially as in the rest of this nail design there are no flowers, so you can completely place anything you want. So I've got shade 065 here from Clear Jelly Stamper Polish here, which I don't use often. I do have probably a collection of about 10, maybe 20 at the max stamping polishes from them. I don't really use them too much. I do kind of have colours that are not well combined, so I can't really use them together as much. But when it comes to just like a one-off stamping where I need just one colour, they work great. So I just pick up random images off this plate. I think it's the Nicole Diary plate. I've got this one from AliExpress as well, so do give them a nosy. They are literally amazing plates. Those large ones that they do, amazing. There are a couple more that I'm ironing down actually, like really wanting to get some from Ali, but they just seem to be sold out. It's almost like they attract you with the thumbnail picture of their listing, and then the one that you want which was on the picture, it's gone, which is so frustrating. But it definitely works. The amount of times I clicked on the listing because of the initial picture, and then it's gone, and you probably end up buying something else, to be honest. So it definitely works. So I'm just stamping 3 random pictures on the left hand side where we've got that milky white, and then using some acetone on a lint-free wipe, you do want to go ahead and wipe away any of that excess stamping that you managed to get onto that pinky peachy shade. And now it's time to do a quick little outline. So I'm just going in with some white gel polish, and you just want to whack it right in the center and do a little nice white outlined border. So once you're happy with that one, you can pop it into the lamp, and then I believe we can start cracking on with that beautiful Snowflake gel. It's so gorgeous. So here it is. So my way of going about it, I'm going to place a big old blob right at the top of it. So of course, if you're doing it on a real client, you won't need to use as much as I'm using today. I've got a big old long stiletto nail, and yeah, and it will just look better because I had more surface to cover. If you're doing it on normal, standard looking, everyday nails, it will look so much better, I think. So I'm using an ombre brush and I'm just very gently starting to push it down. And you will notice that the further I push it, the more that little milky kind of jelly looking pinky shade that's in that gel polish kind of starts to blend down and yeah, blends and ends up looking like a bit of an ombre. So kind of start working the very initial thin layer and then I'll start dragging it lower and lower because I was just noticing that I just want more and more covered of that nail just because it was so long. It was probably the worst shape to pick up, to be honest, and size. I probably should have done on my red iguana hand on more realistic nails, but I still really like the end result really that ended up happening for today. So you just kind of keep wanting to maneuver it, move it down till you're happy, and then once you kind of find that sweet spot where you kind of want it to start to blend and really not, you know, not be as pigmented, you just start to really like press it down and blend it downwards, and then you end up with this beautiful ombre and it looks gorgeous. And you can kind of move the glitters around if you feel like there's like a gap where there isn't as many there, and that's kind of job done. So you want to do that on both nails. I've done one off camera, there's one chilling in the background, and all it takes is one layer. You don't have to do two, one will just do fine. So now you want to do another lined little detailing. I feel like that one could be skipped, to be honest, but you can do it if you want to do. So I decided to pick the left hand side, but you don't really want to do right at the center. You kind of want to go a bit more to the left. Then colour it in if you want, or you can just leave it with a line, or completely up to you. Pop into the lamp. We will do another outline with white as well. I'm not quite sure if I ended up keeping that in. I think I ended up just trimming it. I think I was halving short, half not, so it's probably just best to skip that one. And then we can start applying our top coats. I will be using a glossy top coat today. I will be using the Vanillisa glossy top coat, the non-wipe one. So I thought, I had a massive desire to do it matte, but I thought that it wouldn't do it justice with those beautiful little glitter chunks there, and I thought everybody uses the glossy top coat on these kind of nail designs, so I thought I would do two, but I have to say I'm incredibly curious what it would look like if it was matte though, with those little matte hex little glitters in there and the jelly kind of, you know, coloured shade gel polish that you got there with the hex. I don't know, I'm just curious. I might end up having to do another one similar to this, but just matte top coated or something along the lines of that nail, but maybe switch the design up just a little bit. So I'm just applying it. I'll pop it into the lamp for 60 seconds. I really like to do 60 seconds on my top coat. I have no idea why. It just makes me feel better inside if I do 60 seconds. And then we have some crystal placements. I have to say the crystal placements are pretty simple, pretty nothing, you know, nothing too crazy. So for this one here, we are just going to place a circle crystal in the center and then followed by two slightly smaller crystals on either side. You want to repeat that exact same crystal placement on the other nail with that glitter at the top as well. And then we have a charm to place on that full pinky shade nail that's nothing got going on. And then we're going to do a quick necklace with some caviar beads. We have some little quick additions of crystals right at the top of that nail, and that's job done. So I might just leave you guys to it, have a little look at what I'm doing, and I'll come back to you guys once this crystal placement is all nice and done. Okay, so we're coming to the end of the crystal placement. I do actually end up not showing you guys any of the caviar bead placement, but do make sure to pause the video at the end if you wanted to recreate it and kind of see where I've placed the caviar beads. Here it is, a quick little sneak peek of what I've done there for those 2 nails, and the other nail that we've also placed the crystal will have the exact same caviar bead placement around the crystals. So here are the final results. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll make sure to have the video of me kind of showing you guys all the colours from the Snowflake collection down in the description. Thank you so much for watching. Love you. Bye.